Hello, it's Miss Emily from the Fayetteville Public Library. Today I have another episode of Read It for 6th grade and under to share with you. This is a part of our summer reading lineup. You can see all of our events at faylib.org/calendar, so be sure to check that out. And if you haven't signed up for our reading program, please do. Now, today's Read It session is going to be about a couple of classic books that I did not read when I was a kid, but I think that you shouldn't miss them. They're so good. The first book I want to tell you about is written by an author you'll probably recognize. He was the author of a lot of really famous children's books that have many of them been turned into movies, things like James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the BFG, and many more. Of course, I'm talking about Roald Dahl. A book that I missed as a kid of his was Matilda. Maybe you've seen the movie, hopefully you've already read the book, but if you haven't, I highly encourage you to pick it up. I think it might be my favorite of his. It was funny and a little bit sad in some places, but the ending was wonderful. It's not very long, and I just enjoyed it so much. I will also put in a little plug for the audiobook version. Kate Winslet is the reader, and she does a fantastic job. I enjoyed the audio version so much. I listened to it when I was doing some walking this summer, so I recommend that you check that out, either in print or on audio. It's wonderful. The other classic that I think you should check out is called Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. I don't know how I missed this one as a kid because I think it's on a lot of teachers' reading lists for schools, but I didn't read it as a kid. It is a wonderful story. This one's a lot more serious, but if you enjoy historical fiction, this one is set in Europe in World War II and is about a family that is struggling with losing their Jewish friends who are being taken by the Nazi Party, and how they fight against that, and how the little girls in the family are able to help the cause. Anyway, it was a beautiful story. It isn't too dramatic or violent, but it was really heartwarming and just a wonderful story. So I listened to the audio version of that one as well. But I think it would be wonderful in print or in audio. So if you haven't read either of these, please check them out. Sometimes we see books that have older covers and we think it's probably boring. But sometimes books are classics for a reason, right? So please check out both of these. If you have suggestions for me, maybe something you've read that you don't think we should miss, leave them in the comments below or send us an email. I hope that you'll check out the rest of our events throughout the rest of July and join us for our summer reading program. Thanks so much for joining me today.